It's gonna be so hot. It's too hot. It's so good. It's too hot. We're gonna make a broccoli and cheddar pastina today with some KC pulled pork that we have left over. I have a couple of jobs here at ATBBQ. Now, the very, very most important thing that I do is make sure that nothing ever gets wasted. I really enjoy making sure that every single beautiful thing that we produce here in classes or for events get used to its fullest. And there are so many ways to do that. For me, it's mostly feeding friends and family, making sure the staff here is well taken care of, and really just eating very well. Very first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna get started by cubing up our bacon and frying it off. This is really only so you can see how pretty this knife is, because usually I would never go left to right. We have our Lodge enameled Dutch oven heating up in our YS640. We just want to fry off our bacon because we really honestly need the bacon fat. The best smell ever. Now that that's gotten started, we are going to put a lid on it and head back over to the table to get chopping. Okay, so a couple of the things that we're gonna do is we're gonna chop up some celery. I did leave in the leaves because they really bring in a lot of flavor. We're going to dice up, pretty small dice, some onions, and I'm gonna use the microplane on my garlic. I find that it makes the garlic kind of melt into your dish and disappear, so you get the flavor and not any texture. Ooh, let's try that one more time. And if you're being really frugal, you can keep these garlic ends for stock. It really depends on how crazy you want to go. I don't think we need to go too small with the celery. I really like a good bite of celery, but I'm going to just chop everything nice and small, especially those leaves. Celery leaves give so much good flavor. We're also going to get an entire onion in here. Now, everybody has their own way to dice onions. I had a very angry Frenchman teach me this way. And again, it's really up to you how you like it, but I like them pretty small. Just so they cook down a little bit faster. At the end of the week, I always have a really nice selection of dying herbs in my fridge. And this thyme doesn't have much time left, and I am just going to use my nails to pull off these little baby leaves. It's going to take forever. We're getting some beautiful color on this bacon. You can see all this is nice flavor building up. We're going to take it off the heat, then we're going to drain onto some paper towels, because this bacon fat is going to be the base for our fry and cook for all of our aromatics. Only one piece left. We have this on a medium heat, and we're gonna add all of our aromatics to fry off in that beautiful bacon fat. It's gonna take 2-3 minutes to soften everything down. Oh, let's break up that garlic. Gonna get everywhere, bud. This is also going to pull a lot of the browning off the bottom of the pan with the moisture released from our onions and celery. We have a little bit of broccoli. We only need about 2.5 cups for this dish, and I really want to cut it up pretty small. I want to cut it up pretty small because we're going to be using the YS640 to finish this dish, and it's more of a bake than it is a steam, so I want to do this pretty quickly. We're gonna make sure that we have all of our steps taken care of, and we're gonna get our cheese grated. We need a cup. I'm probably gonna go pretty heavy. It's gonna be a quote unquote cup, mostly just because I like cheese. About a cup of cheddar. Yeah, that'll do us. And then I also want 2 ounces, which in my head looks like a 1/4 cup, but is probably much more or much less. I'm gonna go ahead and measure with my heart for the cheese. A little bit of Parmesan here. I just like the depth of flavor, and I always have a brick of Parmesan somewhere in my fridge dying to get used. We're just getting soft. We're gonna add all of that chopped broccoli. I probably did a little bit more than I said I needed to, but I don't want to leave any guys behind. We're going to toast this, get it all coated in our bacon fat, and then we're going to add all of our liquid. Today we're using chicken broth and evaporated milk. I'm going to add 4 cups of a chicken stock that we made from roasted chicken bones, and I'm also going to add a cup of evaporated milk. We're gonna actually bring this back up to a little bit of a bubble before we put her back in the grill to finish it off. We're gonna get that, I think maybe not directly over that heat, but we need about 8 minutes worth of good cooking to make sure that that broccoli gets nice and tender. It's been about 8, maybe 10 minutes. We're just gonna check and see what the texture of this is. We don't want it to be too far cooked down because the pastina is going to use a lot of this moisture and pull it in. We're going to be using our Zelli's pasta couscous today. We carry it in store and I love using it for dishes like this. Feel free to come in, see us, grab a box. The nice thing about using this couscous directly in our sauce is that it's going to release a lot of starch and thicken everything up. Now I'm using a whisk to kind of make sure that nothing sticks to the bottom before I kind of walk away and let it do its thing. It's gonna need another 8 minutes before we check it. We're using some leftovers from a class this past week where we put into play our Casey pulled pork kit from atbbq.com. We'll throw a link of Tom's video in the description below. Back in, lid off. Those look nice and plump, so we are going to add all of the pulled pork and all of the cheese. And honestly, that still doesn't look like enough cheese. I may add more. Give her a good stir, break up all that pork. Now it's already fully cooked, so all we're really doing is making sure that it is warm enough to eat. And we're gonna give that just another couple minutes to melt everything, and that is just about ready. I do have that cooked off, oh gosh, look at her. I do have that cooked off bacon to top this with. So we're gonna serve up a portion for me. I don't wanna go too heavy, but it is lunchtime. We're gonna sprinkle on a little bit of that bacon, and I have some pretty parsley, because why not? I think this is gonna be a delicious bite. I want that bacon. Give me that bacon. It's gonna be so hot. It's too hot. It's so good. It's too hot. So for most pastina dishes, you don't want them to be very dry. You want that little bit of broth, which we have a really beautiful base of. The broccoli is super tender. The bacon is crispy. That pork is pretty fatty and chewy and delicious. Kind of, you know, kind of gone through with that really toothsome broth. It works really well, especially for a weeknight dinner. I'm going in again. Thanks so much for joining me to take care of some of the pantry leftovers we have to deal with, and I'm really looking forward to doing this again with you next time. Let's keep eating better. Let's do it together. You can find all of these products at atbbq.com. Thanks so much.